my rocket fuel? S-T-R-O. Yeah.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support, bruh. Lifting up. Never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field, hit the win. Hey, yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feet.
With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Seattle Seahawks. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Go!
What? 280!
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
I'll go special! I'll go special! Hey, easy. Touch 280.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
Two times. 4 down. Alert.
Here's Elliott. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
That type of run right there, that just fires me up when I watch it because that's maybe the most underrated aspect of his game. The ability to break tackles and know where the first down chains are and pick them up.
He's tough, good pedigree. Dad Stacy was a linebacker at Missouri.
And how about Mom on the track team? So I think that's where the speed came from. And she's not letting us know that, too.
Yeah, got the best of both worlds. Elliott on first down, going to get this back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. The big man, Jarrell Casey, in on the stop.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this day, has got to be priority 1.
Check 3.
Gotta go, in and out. Let's go.
On second down now, it's Elliott. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
280.
57. Mike, 57.
14. Front left.
On 3rd down, Wilson. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. Now, before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
Let's go.
Set, 8, read.
Here we go.
Get it.
Now the first carry for Bryce Love. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
On the double.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On 2nd down, Minshew. Throw left side complete. That's Richards. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Ready, ready.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Minshew. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
60 Pittsburgh.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. On 2nd down, low. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion and a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try to defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel sub packages, don't they?
He uncorks it for Snead. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. Staying on his feet. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And an alley to run. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Friday.
Check 26, check 26.
Back.
64.
Play action. It's Wilson. And now he'll tuck it and run. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Check.
They'll run with Elliott. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I'm coming after you. Pick the edge. Go. Check 24. Check.
On 2nd down, it's Elliott. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Let's put that team on the buck.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And an alley to run. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down. We're scoreless after 1.
Here we go.
Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. all runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Watch the pass. Watch.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now Wilson throwing again. They'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
Shift. Any weapon.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1? 4th down. Here's Wilson. That's to his running back. Complete. He cannot wiggle free. They stop him at the line on 4th down. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Giants are going to get the football back. Looking to throw it. Minshew. He's going to loft one. Deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. As his guys are on the board first here tonight. Point after, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Ready, set. 6-6. Pull it high. Hey, box drop.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. From 21 yards away. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. The extra point splits the uprights. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Jarrell Casey breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
It's such an impressive first half to get that lead. Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Buying time to his left. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Ready to break.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here. That could really put them in command before intermission. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Here's the first carry for Bo Scarborough. He takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
552.
Cheetah.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Richards. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a giant first down on a gain of 16. Minshew, 1st and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Shotgun handoff now for Love. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more.
90 Wolf. Hey, echo.
Here's Minshew. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it. What people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. And a catch made by Hopkins. And he'll be out right at the 35. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. That reception, his 600th NFL catch. Congratulations, quite the accomplishment. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Gun.
Here's Wilson. And an alley to run. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Hey, zero.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Minshew sets to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Now Minshew toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Anytime a ball is thrown in the middle of the field and pops up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Switch 15. Go 14.
Tight into the right.
Far left.
Move.
Bang out. Bang.
Check it back.
On 3rd down, Wilson. He sets to fire deep. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 17. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night, as we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Jonathan Coachman. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for the Giants. 47 yards. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one rips, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ballgame.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. On second down now. It's Love. He's got the first down inside the 10, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. 25 yards, and the Giants are able to add on to their lead. The point after is good, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script.
He's got a man complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Terry McLaurin, 42 yards. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. Prater for the extra point, and the lead now down to 20. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Fielded about a yard deep.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2nd and 5 now. Minshew. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
They'll set up a throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
60 or.
On first down, here's Love. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he is down deep into Seattle territory.
That's it, baby.
It's a big-time play there for the G-Men. And even 50 yards on the ground. He'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Darryl Worley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. Now it's Wilson. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 42 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Wilson looking for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Baby, let's go. Let's go.
Wilson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Draw play, Elliott. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Again, it's Elliott. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
50 seconds, come on.
14, find it.
66, pull it, now.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. Running with Elliott, and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point good by Prater. And that cuts this lead down to 13. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
Let's go now.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and come away with nothing. That's a real tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
Two-jet bomber.
Out of the gun is Minshew. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Forced out to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. With a sack, it's Ziggy Ansah. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Back now in Seattle, Washington. Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. 8 yards here, so that gets them back within striking distance. And now it's 3rd down.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
Here's Wilson on 3rd down. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. Looking here for Smith downfield. This is caught. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. 1st and goal. They got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Elliott. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Ezekiel Elliott Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend, as his guys are back within a single score. Prater for the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And a little dangerous there, almost a penalty, but it does get into the end zone before going over the sideline for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Man, if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The tight end Josh Hill was the target, and it'll bring up third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they look to throw. And he's got Snead. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Under 10, 10.
Staying on the ground is Love. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, Minshew to throw. Man open left side. It's his running back with it. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That's a first down and then some. A 32-yard pickup. On first down, Love. He'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go into the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no necessity. You're not worried about losing yardage here.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown.
That's the score, baby.
From 21 yards away. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for 2.
Hey, Charlie, protein special.
They'll try and throw for him. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
But they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go. The ball ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Wilson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 45, and his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch, counter punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Von Bell up to make the tackle. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, Minshew. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Richards. Touchdown, Giants. A big play there. 51 yards. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Extra point safely through. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Throwing is Wilson. Steps away to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
Now Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Hey, alert! Shoot!
Wilson going to throw again. It's caught inside the 25. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Jonnu Smith, 58 yards. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point good by Prater. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Got it.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Now, a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
That's it. Big hit.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
I'm coming after you.
Now.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Looking to throw it. Minshew. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down. And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
Taking it right down Broadway. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
Keep playing hard. Come on,
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. You got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
We got this.